Hi, this is Mike Maloney, and I wanted to talk about the currency supply and the health of the economy. And what I have here is what I call the people's currency supply. This is the M2 money stock, they call it. It's not money, it's currency. No nation on the planet uses money these days. For the difference between currency and money, please see episode 1 of Hidden Secrets of Money. But let me define these things first. M1 is currency in circulation plus demand deposits, currency that's instantly available to people like checking accounts. M2 is M1 plus time deposits under $100,000 and money market funds under $100,000, savings accounts and such, anything where there's a term on it. M3, which they used to report and stopped back in 2006, I believe, March of 2006, that included all of the institutional funds and money market funds and all private accounts that were over $100,000. So M2 is what I call the people's currency supply because these funds are held by a lot of the public and defines part of their wealth. But anyway, there's been sort of a sickness lately in the economy. And with the bailouts of 2008, Ben Bernanke, I just added this line here, which is total balances maintained with Federal Reserve banks. So these are the checking accounts that the commercial banks have at the Federal Reserve Bank. Now, these are all of the reserves that they hold there that can be redeemed in base currency. It can be redeemed in paper dollars. And then all fractional reserve lending is pyramided on top of that base currency. So having this much excess in here is actually quite dangerous. However, this is part of this number. So I wanted to see what has happened to the people's currency supply. You know, this down here sits on the bank's balance sheet and doesn't circulate. It's not part of the real economy. It makes the bank's balance sheets look stronger so they don't look like they're bankrupt, and what they're doing with it is going out and gambling in the stock market. The correlation between the growth of these reserves and the stock market value is just absolutely astounding. I've shown that to you before. But what I wanted to do was see if we deduct this, if we take this away, these excess reserves that aren't moving, what does the people's currency supply look like? And that looks like this. The blue line is M2 minus the reserves that are maintained at the Federal Reserve banks, the portion that doesn't circulate. So the circulating currency, I mean, this is like somebody going along and they're healthy and then suddenly they get sick. And they're just chugging along here and they're starting to recover, but by no means are we anywhere where we would have been had we not had the crisis of 2008, which was caused by a bunch of manipulation. Now, this is all manipulation. It's going to come back and revisit us someday as the second half of the economic storm, this recession that happened in 2008, that dark gray bar there. One thing I point out quite often, and I want to point it out again, is that each one of these gray bars is a recession. Each one of the white areas is an economic expansion. And this economic expansion is already getting very long in the tooth. It's about to overtake this economic expansion here back in the 80s, and then it will end up being the third longest expansion in history. It only has less than a year to go, and it will overtake the economic expansion in the 90s as the second longest economic expansion in history, if it goes that long. And then the longest economic expansion in the entire history of the United States was here during the 90s. And I doubt very much if this economic expansion will last that long. But there is a recession around the corner. When it happens, the consequences of all of this economic manipulation are going to be laid bare for all to see. If you got anything from this video, please like it and share it, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. This video was brought to you by goldsilver.com. I'm proud to say we've been one of the most trusted dealers for over a decade now. We have fast, free shipping and a price match guarantee. While our competitors serve you ads, we serve you education. And that's the difference with goldsilver.com. To learn more, click the info button. Thanks.